INS Visakhapatnam provided assistance and rescued 22 crew members of the US-owned merchant vessel Genco Picardy on 18th January. Now, this was the fourth major incident where the Indian Navy provided assistance in the Arabian Sea and Gulf of Aden. As tensions mount in the region after repeated attacks by the Houthi rebels and piracy attempts, the Indian Navy has strengthened its presence in the area to ensure a safety of trade in the troubled waters.
Indian Navy's stealth-guided missile destroyer INS Visakhapatnam, which was deployed in Gulf of Aden for anti-piracy operations, responded to a distress call by a US-owned vessel MV Genco Picardy on 17th January and rescued the crew of 22. The vessel was hit by a drone attack by Yemen's Houthi militants as tensions in the region's sea lanes continue to disrupt global trade. According to the US Central Command, this was the 31st Houthi attack on international shipping since November 19. The Indian Navy, since the beginning of the crisis, has been rendering assistance to the merchant vessels in the region, which involved drone and missile attacks along with attempts of hijacking. Indian Navy, the first responder. 14th December, the first rescue by Indian Navy came after a Malta-flagged vessel, MV Rowan, came under attack by hijackers, following which the Indian Navy deployed patrol aircraft and warships ensuring rescue of an injured personnel. 23rd December, MV Kem Pluto, a Liberian-flagged tanker, came under a drone attack 217 nautical miles from Porbandar. Indian Navy assessed the damage. Following the attack, Navy deployed warships in the region. 5th January, MV Leela, a Liberian-flagged bulk carrier, hijacked in the Arabian Sea by pirates. Indian Navy acts as the first responder. Diverse destroyer INS Chennai deploys P-8I Poseidon long-range patrol aircraft for the rescue operations. The Special Commandos of Indian Navy, Marcos, were also involved in the rescue operations. Indian Defence Minister, after the attacks on the naval vessels, issued a dire warning to the attackers, clearly stating India's zero-tolerance policy.
भारत की बढ़ती आर्थिक और सामरिक ताकत ने कुछ ताकतों को ईर्ष्या और द्वेष से भर दिया है। अरब सागर में हाल में हुए एमवी चैम प्लूटो पर ड्रोन हमले और कुछ पहले लाल सागर में एमवी साईं बाबा पर हुए हमले को भारत सरकार ने बहुत ही गंभीरता पूर्वक लिया है। भारतीय नौसेना ने समुद्र की निगरानी बढ़ा दी है। जिन्होंने भी इस हमले को अंजाम दिया है, उन्हें हम सागर तल से भी ढूंढ निकालेंगे और उनके खिलाफ कठोर कार्रवाई की जाएगी। मैं यह आपको आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं।
The recent attack on the US-flagged vessel was the fourth attack where Indian Navy came to rescue. However, with the increasing attacks in the region and resurging threats of piracy, the Indian Navy is making elaborate security arrangements.
On the question of Red Sea and discussion in Iran when External Affairs Minister had visited, you would have seen he made a detailed press statement, joint press statement while he was there. This issue of Red Sea and Gulf of Aden, the violence there, the destabilized nature of things there was discussed, and we are deeply concerned about the whole situation. It does impact not just us, but it's an important shipping lane for not just India, but for the world. So we have our own interests there, which are being impacted. But at the same time, we have the Indian Navy, which is patrolling the area. They're trying to secure the sea lanes and do their best so that our economic interests are not impacted.
Navy Chief Admiral R. Hari Kumar, over tensions in the region and arrangements by the Indian Navy, said,
We have employed for ensuring that our national interests in the maritime domain are preserved, protected, promoted and pursued. So we have our own deployments and we are pursuing. We've got 2 ongoing operations.
The arrangements by the Indian Navy to ensure security in the region involves Indian Navy enhances surveillance in North Central Arabian Sea and Gulf of Aden. Task groups comprising destroyers and frigates deployed to undertake maritime security operations. 10 to 12 destroyers and frigate deployed as part of the task force at all times. INS Visakhapatnam, INS Chennai, INS Mormugao, INS Kochi among warships deployed. Indian Navy renders assistance to merchant vessels in case of any incident. Aerial surveillance by long-range maritime patrol aircraft. Indian Navy ensures complete domain awareness.